This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. Well, I've never said this to you before, but we are in Sofia in Bulgaria. It's not Mill Hill.
Not Mill Hill.
It's not Hatfield.
Don't know how much I'd give to be back in them places though.
Sorry, I'm not laughing. It's just funny what you said. But you've had an absolute, my friends, fucking nightmare.
I'll extend your French to I've had the pox up of all fuck ups of cunts of trips. And anyone who don't like it, put yourself in my shoes and see if you don't use the same terminology.
Explain what's happened.
Don Dino has had a change of art.
That's Bogdan Dino.
Bogdan Dino, whatever his name is. Dino. Canoe. Whatever you want to call him. He's had a twitchy arsehole. They've pulled the fight from underneath me. I ain't had no replacementship fight. The money they've offered me to fight someone that I've already fought, I wouldn't give me child to go to the shop. Not being big-headed or anything, but it ain't a lot of money at all. To be honest with you, there's a lot that I can't really go into because I'm going through like all the correct procedures. I know that's very unlikely for me, but when there's certain ways you've got to handle things. But what I will say is these people couldn't organise a gangbang in a brothel. That's what they couldn't do. Definitely not, because I've never seen a bigger shambles of things in all my life. I've seen better run unlicensed boxing events. And the truth's the truth and lies life. I don't like it. I'm at 205, nowhere to come and see me. I'll more than accommodate a couple tonight.
So, you were scheduled to fight Bogdan Dino on the undercard this weekend in Bulgaria, where we are, of Hughie Fury and Kubrat Pulev.
Yeah.
Now, as we understood this week, Dino was supposedly in talks for a fight with Jarrell Miller for the WBA regular heavyweight title.
Yeah.
On Eddie Hearn's show. Subsequently, that show has just been announced now, with Jarrell Miller headlining, but the opponent hasn't been named as such. We expect that to be named tomorrow. So, were you aware of this situation going into the fight?
I was not aware of it until I landed here, until I'd stood up in a press conference, until late last night, until I got told that the fight is not happening. Did not know not a thing about it. All I thought is if he come through me. Which, listen, fair play to him. Over the moon for him. We're all in it for the same purpose. You got a big fight with us, but don't go into another fight. Don't drag another man away from his family, away from his work, away from everything. The money that they've cost me to come out here, it ain't funny. I've got a family of young children. Like this ain't no joke thing. Like I generally think I want to know if Eddie. Have I done something to you? Have I kicked your dog or something? What's up? What's the matter with you, boy? Because this is 2 fights you've pulled from underneath my nose. I don't know whether you know that you're doing it intentionally or whether it's just a bad case of circumstances. Sort it the fuck out, man. Do you know what I mean? You said you like it when people are straight up from you. I'm going to call you up now, and later on I'll ring you and say, what the fuck is the matter with you? Because I'm the same man on an interview as what I am on the phone, as what I am in my face. And like, you're fucking with me life, man. Like, I know it's like you got to laugh because I'm a bit of, you can't help but laugh at me. But, like, let's have it right. I'd rather help people get on. I say what I say and I do what I do. But, listen, this ain't, the money that I'm fighting for might not be a lot to you. But I've got a house that I've got to pay for. I've got 3 kids that rely on Christmas presents and things. And when I take a fight on, which I took a fight on the Anthony Joshua card, that didn't come off, right? Which whatever, all right, wipe your lips, move on. And then he's gone and poached the man that I'm fighting. I don't know why this fella couldn't have fought me anyway, but. I don't know. Like, what have I done? What's so wrong? What's the issue? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm gutted. I can't put in any other uncertain words that I'm fucking gutted, because it's people like me that, like, I'll fight anyone, I'll go anywhere. Don't bother me whether I'm in home corner or away corner. I understand the rules of boxing, so it seems that I'm not going to get no favours in the away corner, but I still go. I don't go for myself. I don't do this because, yeah, good sport, yeah, get on camera, yeah, what's that, have a laugh, what's that. I make the best of whatever situation I'm in. I do this ultimately to provide for my children. And when people are stopping me from providing for my children, that's when it comes a problem. And listen, take it how they want to take it. I'm one person that you don't want to have a problem with. Because I would think nothing twice of jumping out of a bush and beating your brains right in. So that's that. Just sort it the fuck out. Whoever lays behind it, just sort it the fuck out. Maybe wouldn't have been the best idea, me just saying I'll beat someone's brain in, but that's how it makes you feel.
Alright, Tom, you know, obviously, Gerald Miller was meant to fight Frezequendo. That don't mean anything to you, but he was meant to fight Frezequendo. I think, allegedly, a lot of money was offered to Frezequendo, he turned the fight down. So the next in line was Bogdan Dinu.
Yeah, but he weren't next in line.
Wasn't he?
No, he weren't next in line. How can you be next in line when you're 15th? I'll get the ratings up right now. He's 15th in WBA. And they're fighting for the WBA
regular
title. So how can you be next in line? I'll tell you what it is. Right? Eddie Hearn's a boxing man. Eddie Hearn knows boxing. Eddie Hearn knows the easiest win for a profile, undefeated fighter. And let me put it this way. Cool.
Yeah.
You know me, you know I'm a straight up person. Do you genuinely think I'd be here if I didn't think I would have beat this fella?
No.
Exactly. I took it on 2 weeks' notice. Because I knew where it had put me. Because let me put it this way.
Keep talking.
This guy ain't very good. So that's what it's done for. It's an easy win to get the same outcome, and money floats boats. That's the name of the game, isn't it? That's the name of the game. Trust me, there's more people than Don D, whatever the fucking idiot's name is. There's more people more eligible for that fight than him. But I tell you what, them people are. They're more dangerous. That's the problem. And that's got nothing at all to do with me. What's got to do with me is what they've done to me. Listen, let me put it this way. We're all boxing men. Why do you think they ain't let him fight me tomorrow night? Because do you think the WBA would have passed me to fight for a regular title?
So, alright, I'm just looking at the WBA rankings now. So, number 1 is Trevor Bryan. I think there was a reason why that fight couldn't happen, because his name was originally mentioned. Gerald Miller 2nd, Frezequendo's 3rd, 4th and 5th are Dylan White and Derek Chisora.
There we go.
Otto Wallin is 6th, Bryant Jennings is 7th, Povetkin's 8th, and Bogdan Dinu is 9th.
Oh, 9th. Right, I've got it wrong. But 9th.
Alright, well listen, either way, but...
He ain't next in line then, is
okay,
he?
Alright, well, okay, but there might have been a reason why the others were either fighting...
Well, there you go. My chicken's got the flu, but it don't stop me from doing what I've got to do it? Do you know what I mean?
Right. No, my point was to it may not be a conspiracy against you, that's what I'm saying.
It might not be a conspiracy against me, but whether it's done on purpose or it's done... If someone's booked to fight...
Yeah, no, I agree.
If someone's booked to fight, then when you enter the negotiations for that, it's all well and good they come through the fight that they booked to fight. This ain't like I weren't still in England. I was here in Bulgaria. I broke me back to get here for them. They wanted me out here earlier than what I originally got here, just to mess me about. Do you know what I mean? So this ain't. Look, I can't really go right into it, because there will be, if they don't pull their finger out in the next couple of hours, there will be court proceedings, and everywhere, all the notable authorities are involved. So, like, I know I'm not really going to lose out on it, but it's still like, I'm a fighter. I live to fight. The money's nice, and I know I'm moaning over the money, over me not.
Did they not? Was they originally though going to offer you a counter fight to fight a 6-rounder?
They thought offered me the what's that? Well, they didn't offer me. They offered me manager, and my manager laughed at them.
Right.
Well, like Mervyn laughed at them. Like, you listen, I wouldn't fight. I didn't fight 4-rounders for the money that they thought. I didn't fight 4-rounders on the A side for that money, so it wouldn't have even covered me expenses. So what? I'm not going to rob myself. Do you know what I mean? And then they're talking about, we got another fight for you in a couple of weeks' time. A better fight for more money. But this was a good fight, and then it got pulled from underneath me. Let's deal with the fight that's just been pulled from underneath me. Then I'll talk to you about that. Oh, listen, I'm a businessman. That's what it is. But I ain't gonna just sideline one thing and leave here with nothing. Because let me tell you something. I've had promises that ain't on paper before, and anyone that's ever worked with me can honestly say, my word's my bond. If I give someone my word, I tell someone I'm gonna fight. Whether I've got broken limbs, no matter what, I will be there and I will fight, because I've got my word. My word's worth more to me than anything. So I just wish other people could be the same, really. But do you know what? I don't listen to no bullshit. No. But the thing is, I got them under contract anyway. So I've come here. I've seen a doctor. I was at the weigh-in today. They're ready to weigh in.
I went with you. I thought you were weighing in.
Yeah. I've fulfilled every obligation that I've been requested. Come here and done. So there's nothing that can really done. But I want to fight. Like, I want to fight. If they gave me the money, if they just come to me, if they would have walked to me at the weigh-in and gave me the money, I'd still be having this conversation with you, because I wanted to fight. I'm a fighter.
But will you be compensated for kind of, the money you've laid out in camp, etc., etc., leading up to this fight? And
well, they need to. They've got to. But I don't know. I've never been in this situation before. But what I'm being told is I will be compensated. And right and all, it ain't my fault. I'm willing here to fight. Let me put it this way: if they're getting the money that they've heard about this WBA title, trust me, they can afford to pay me. I'm not here for millions of pounds. I'm not here for hundreds of thousands of pounds. I'm here for a few quid. I'm not a bum, but I'm not here for no hundreds of thousands of pounds. Do you know what I mean? So if they're having a good shot and they want to swerve it and whatever, then pay me. Stop acting like bums, putting you up in 5-star hotels, acting like millionaires and moaning about paying me my money. Sort it out. I hope you smashes him tomorrow, honestly. I do.
it's Friday night, so you're going to stay and go home when you were meant to go home, which is on the Sunday, yeah?
Yeah.
So yeah,
I've got to stay here to get stuff sorted out.
Right.
I've got to stay here. I'm not leaving this country until I get whatever needs to be sorted out. But
until you basically get your money? Okay.
Basically, they got me standing in a squat downstairs. It's
What?
a squat.
Well, I haven't. It's just
not as good as your room.
my room's got Chinese women of the night, shall we say, on the wall.
He's got a plasma. I've got a cardboard box with someone doing puppet shows for it. He's got. That's definitely a Super King, isn't it? Same way.
That's definitely a Super King. Do you know? Yeah, you've got 2 beds in yours. Do you know? What was I going to say? Yeah, when you let me use your room for a couple of hours today.
Looked like something out of Rigsby, didn't it?
And then I come here, I thought they were 2 different hotels. When I did. But that's the state you have your room in, by the way, as well.
I ain't state I have my room. My room's cleaned up, boy. Done. I just emptied my suitcase on the floor because I was missing something. It made me out to be a tramp now, eh?
No, absolutely not.
No, it's fine.
No,
it's
you're
fine.
just a bit erratic with your possessions, shall we say. Can I mention earlier on?
Yeah.
Or not?
Mention whatever you want to
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
So you just said yes, and you
You
don't
can
even
mention
know.
whatever you want, because whatever I've done,
So, all right, I'll tell you. We were at the food court today in Sofia, and there was an older guy who was walking around the tables, pretty much picking food off the tables, and Tom. And this is not a story unless I'm telling this. That's why I'm telling this, because it will never be out there. And you didn't do it because you wanted it to be out there.
No, I don't do stuff like
that. I know you don't, but that's why I'm just telling it anyway, because I thought it was a nice thing you'd done. So Tom went up to the elderly gentleman and took him to the food counter and bought him a meal. And he didn't speak a word of English, didn't understand a word Tom was saying, but he knew that Tom was offering to buy him food. And he bought him a meal, and he was very happy. Sat there as we walked past him.
Father. He's my adopted father.
Attacking his meal. No, I thought it was a really nice thing you did. No, because you just did.
Though. You know what? I wouldn't have been. I'm not messing about. I would not have been able to sleep. If he would have been a young man, I'd have thought to myself, you know what? I would have come and kick in the balls and said, "Go and get yourself a job, you useless ass." Do you know what I mean? But a poor old man hobbling around like there, looking through bins. I thought to myself, whatever sort of man would I be if I just sit there and watch him eating other people's rubbish? He was looking. Did you see him? He was looking for bits of drink in spiteful boys.
I saw it, and like I said, and I know you didn't do it because I was winding you up, saying to you afterwards that I'd filmed it, and you was like, "No, don't put that," because I know that you're doing this just because whatever. And this story would never have ever been spoken about.
No, do you know what? I don't like. You know when
I know
you seen the people like they film themselves. Oh yeah, what's it? I'm gonna give this homeless man some money. Yeah. Look. That, to me, that's buying an ego.
No, I 100% agree with that.
That's buying an ego.
But it's not you telling it. It's me.
It's
me telling it.
No, of course, listen.
I did really think. Do you know what? Fair play to you for doing it, because I'm sitting on the table as well. There's another fella sitting on the table as well. And I'm not saying that we wouldn't have done it. I'm saying that we didn't think to do it at the time, but you did. So fair play to you.
Was there? God love him, wicked. God, listen. To me, I don't do it for that reason. But listen, I'm a strong believer in what goes around comes around. There might be a day. There might be a day when I need help, and hopefully the good Lord will shine on me and show someone that I show as much compassion to somebody in a hard spot as what I've showed other people. So listen, that's it. We all have our hard times. We all have our hard.
Do you know what aggravates me? All the bad publicity Billy Joe Saunders gets, and Billy Joe Saunders does random acts of kindness that no one ever sees. Like he's never.
You won't.
What?
You won't ever see stuff like that. You won't ever see stuff like that. And the thing is, I've seen him buy people clothes. I've saying, listen, and that's the thing. Like people just. It's easier to hate Billy Joe.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Of course it is. Yeah,
it's easier.
It is. You're right. It is easier to hate Billy Joe.
But
I've seen him do. I've been around Billy Joe where he's done some, and it's never out there. It's never publicised. It's literally, it's not even spoken about. Well, I know that he's helped a lot of people in very unfortunate situations, like people we don't even know. Yeah. So, and it's never put out there. And do you know what? Tyson's done a lot of shit as well. Say a lot of shit. I mean, a lot of good shit, shall we say? Yeah. That again never ever gets anything spoken about.
No, listen. But there you go. Listen, I'll tell you something, right? And I've said this for a long time. I can go around anywhere, and if I do something bad, right? If I do something bad, it's because of what I am, right? But if I do something good, that's just because he's a nice fella. Tom's just a nice boy like that. He's a nice fella. But if I do something bad, I've only done that bad thing just because of what I am. And that's been proven. Like, there's been different indiscrepancies when I was younger growing up. And the only reason I've done that is because of what I am and where I come from. But little do they know, like... what are you popping, boy? Someone's painted that's somebody.
Who was that?
Father!
Give it here, let me turn it off. Go on, carry on, sorry.
Yeah, no, listen, that's just the unfortunate circumstances we're in, and that's it. Listen, I don't lose sleep over it. I don't need no one to like me, or the thing is, I do what I do, and I'm not two-faced about it. I'm me. Whether you KUGAN, you've known me for a lot of years now, and I've always been the same. Never been no different. But I am who I am. But one thing I never got into boxing for, I never got into boxing to make friends. I got into it as a business. I do what people don't understand is the things that I do to get myself fights, and I push buttons that I know people are going to react to. People might not like what I'm going to say, but I ain't doing it for them to like it or to offend other people. I'm doing what I'm doing to secure a family. Because listen, let me tell you something. If I sit here being Mr. Nice Guy and pick Mr. Humble, and I try pulling an anti-Joshua off, right? Let me tell you something. You have to be on an A side to be a Mr. Anti-Joshua. That's what you have to be. There's two sides of this, and whether people like to admit it or not, boxing is physical show business. You have a personality. There's so many good fighters go by the wayside because they ain't got a tongue in their head and they ain't got a brain to use it. No, that's it. I don't naturally wake up in the morning and think, yeah, I'm just gonna piss everyone off. I call people names, or I'd look, pick my target, and trust me, everything that I say, I've got no problems in walking to a man, to his face, and saying, "There you go. Now where do you want to stand with it?" Whereas I get people on my Instagram, and I get people on my Twitter talking about my kids, talking about me missus, talking about me, and I guarantee you, they go and make fake accounts up just to do that shit. So before people talk and look, just try and have half the backbone that I got, and you won't be doing too bad. Do you know what I mean? So they just need to get a grip on what boxing's really about. It's not just two men punching one another. There's a lot more to it than that. It's a business more than a sport.
Okay, it is 9 o'clock here in Sofia.
Sounds like we're in a place in here, terminating this interview at 9 o'clock in Sofia.
I'm showing Mr. Little Exhibit A.
Jesus, boy! Where did you get that? Boys, I've been rapping, I've been crying, I've been writing.
Yeah, I've been rapping today.
I've had many highs and lows. My if I could describe my trip to Bulgaria as an illness, I'd definitely call it bipolar. Because there ain't even been the ups yet. So no, I can't. Do you know what? Anyone suffering with that mental illness, like I'm a big advocate on that. I don't take offence to it, but like this place is shit. Seriously.
Well, to be honest, I haven't been long enough to make an assumption, but the no gun sign at the front door of a very nice hotel was a little bit alarming, to say the least. But it's better, I suppose, than not having it and someone rocking up. But is that really going to stop someone if they turned up? Yeah. If someone turned up with an AK and they see that sign,
I'm gonna go put my gun back in the car because there's no gun sign there. And listen, don't want guns here.
That's what I mean.
They're illegal anyway, but they've went to the point.
No, put a sign there. I'm not sure the laws of handguns and stuff here. I'm not sure. Maybe you are allowed to.
No, they told me down there. I said, "Are people allowed guns here?" He went, "No." I said, "So what you got no gun sign for then?" People have them anyway. He went,
"Oh, fair enough."
Or just plaza.
But to be honest with you, I want to go and venture out tomorrow in Bulgaria because I feel like
you're on your own, Jack.
No, I feel like I need to. I don't want to just be stuck around the hotel.
Stop the hotel. Could be worse.
We'll get out.
I need to get out.
Father, I want to get out.
Father can't keep me locked up here. Oi. I ain't staying here. I'm off. I'm gone. I'm turning my phone off, Dad. No, not today, Dad. Sorry, Father. Tell Mother I've gone with the boys. Don't care what you say.
KUGAN, CASSIUS, Tom Little, IFL TV here in Bulgaria. Hopefully we get to see Tom Little back in action soon. Hope you get your situation sorted out here.
Anyone, come forward. Pick a date, time, schedule, whatever you want.
Don't wait, mate.
Don't wait. Cornish, Allen, Whatever one of us in the British top 10 won it, let's have it. Anyone in Europe, the only thing I will say is before I leave my country again, I will ask for a down payment first to cover X's. But other than that, we can fight. Hold tight. See you later.